Now watch time and space rock the great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark, waves the heart as I sun ray my art for make the patriarch. Most social media saviors are fakes, marks once we make knowledge one is when time and space rock. The great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark, waves the heart as I sun ray my art for make the patriarch. Most social media saviors are fakes, marks once we make knowledge one is when the rhyme and bass drop. I rose up, took a shower, purified my auric field, took copper for a walk to ensure my chlorophyll is pumping. Done some curls for sure, I've more to build. Solid foundation, my crown chakra core and heel, pound the pavement. Sacred ground, freedom I stand for. Free all political prisoners of war, man or woman and child, rid the land of all foreign and alien entities. I decree this morning, send them back to whence they came. Is the peace laugh or war cry, whatever the relevant name of each path, simple, highest form, spiritualities, how you teach math, a humble beast is still a beast. Now feel the beast wrath, rain fire upon them, and the internet forms, sigils, emojis, and the avatars that wore them. Destroy this de facto government and its quarrels, establish Big Mom house so she may restore him. The great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark, waves the heart as I sun ray my art, her make the patriarch. Most social media saviors are fakes, marks once we make knowledge born is when time and space rock. The great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark, waves the heart as I sun ray my art, her make the patriarch. Most social media saviors are fakes, marks once we make knowledge born is when rhyme and bass drop. Relax, host, note to self, quit playing, hit the gas. This shaft is called my turn, take the risk and spaz. Most of them got vaccinated with chips in their ass, plus rappers sacrificing each other for grist of their cash. Sad cat, watch videos without the subliminals, predictive programming weirdos from menstrual shows. The land's contaminated, fruits and vegetables, like minerals, the water and skies are fried. Nuclear chemicals, technology got me here in front of my desktop, perusing these beats and whatnot for my best option, contemplating which bar will next spot to unlock the minds that are stuck within a Xbox off the chart. I continue to climb, watching the rest fluff like carp fishing, 100% fresh shark water. I'm on the front line, ex-Martian spot. I shine because of her, for she's the best part. The great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark, waves the heart as I sun ray my art, her make the patriarch. Most social media saviors are fakes, marks once we make knowledge born is when time and space rock. The great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark, waves the heart as I sun ray my art, her make the patriarch. Most social media saviors are fakes, marks once we make knowledge born is when the rhyme and bass drops. All praises to the Most High. All praises to the great matriarch. Honor and respect to our ancestors. Jah, you've always had a father, the author of your flow, the show fire starter, the cause of your glow. But the trail I've blazed, I pray you turn from it. The hell I've raised, I pray you don't burn from it. The work I put in, I pray that you earn from it. The mistakes I've made, I pray that you learn from it. You my splitting image, a little darker, a little taller. I'm a shot caller, though you just a little baller. Little chief, I'm still teaching you like yang. My healing reaching you despite me lock and chain. Black you speaking true, you ignite lots of pain. I feel the releasing of lightning and drops of rain from the sound cloud. You shine like me, the crown sprout. But unlike me, son, you haven't turned down loud. A smoke screen which surrounds you, shrouds your style. My shout allow your genius to astound the crowd. My beloved, you scintillate profuse. You my beloved, you resent fate foolishly. You my beloved, do ventilate truthfully. You my beloved son, and who I'm well pleased. Okay, Shelly, your vision is resplendent, my descendant. When filming your intuition extends, the lenses felt when you're cinematographic flashes of your scripted class. Get your inner magic, dramatic action mixed with vivid aspects mastered. Surpasses the average glass, stretches the facet through the scope of life's Kodak QC classic. The question you have is mathematics, please ask it. Son, Earth's a classroom, so put your hand up. At last, boom, you already knew the answer. I pray to God to give me another chance for the love of my life, my wife, just to romance her. In the misconception, no time for second guessing. It's that saying you knew who was who through a reflection that she showed you of me many years ago. Special features presentation appears to show you, my beloved. You scintillate profusely, you my beloved. You resent fate foolishly, you my beloved. Do ventilate truthfully, you my beloved son, in whom I'm well pleased. Now Samuel, I am your found for sure that the signal is a scramble or be programmable. From a look up to a lion, not of my bloodline. Don't give a damn, don't love you as if you was mine. I'll be the first. Forgive me for my absence. The Most High sat me down to learn patience through abstinence. Amongst other lessons, perfect my craft and talents. Balance of our legacy in the Black Hawk's talents. Face adversity, overcome all challenges. Generational wealth for the next generation to us. Can't make the same mistakes of past tenses there. Let's create an after we've cried, relapse this type of atmosphere. Redirect that fire, recalibrate the energy to propel us higher. As sovereign, opulent, autocratus, Nijis, I look at all three of my sons. On God, I see you, my beloved. You scintillate profuse, you my beloved. You resent fate foolishly, you my beloved. Do ventilate truthfully, you my beloved sons, in whom I'm well pleased. The human heart cries out for help. The human soul implores us for deliverance. But we do not hear their cries, for we neither hear nor understand. But the man who hears and understands we call crazy and flee from him. This is a call to my ancestors. Rid the land of damn settlers. Turn our signs to hand gestures. Whether we feeling the man's pressure. Some store each clan better. Planting a devil to stand the weather. It's a must we band together. Put that on Abraham and Esther. From Castilians to conquistadors. Iberians and traitorous Moors. Didn't arrive as friends to us, whether as slavers, invaders, or disguised traders, missionaries, Islamic Christians with dictionaries. No mutual goal to coexist. Those warships in our tributaries. Military tactics to test shores. Foreigners have no respect for. Treaties and oath. I expect more from those who want to conquest, except war. They didn't bring women during the invasions. The minds won't rape. Miscegenations, the spread of mis and disinformation, which manufactured the miseducation of the soul. Carter G. Bush, Robert Taylor Holmes, Marcia and Brooklyn, projects and hoods. We were pushed in Cali to Florida. Harley Cushion. It's like the terrorists, never-ending shipment of American Indians from Belize to the Caribbean. Gears I shot in sheriff meaning. Shove my field can be read, no book. Flows in my veins were prepared with no hook. Behind the back pass with flare, no look. This beef is rare, get fed, no cook. We're peaceful people. They call us animals. Truth of the matter, they were cannibals. Practice unclean religious rites. Evidence tangible, check the annals. Operate heat, this beast flammable. Feel free to critique this canonical. If your brain's deeply manical, release or get treated damnable. You speak Hannibal, I talk black hole. Fighting the line, now the chief back will bulk this big muscle drip up to tussle with Uncle Sam, big brother, and his clique. I put that on Abraham and Esther. So much we band together. Blend and the devil just stand the weather. Sound strong, each clan better. Whether we feeling the man's pressure. Turn our signs to hand gestures. Rid the land of damn settlers. This is a call to my ancestors. I'm in my own zone, within my own home. I'm in
in my music, and a lot of this music, it's only talking about the suppressed rising. The oppressed rising up against the oppressor. That's all. That's what my music's about. The oppressed rising up against the oppressor. So only people that's scared are the oppressors. The only people who could have any harm coming to them are those who oppress. Simple as that.
3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, me no surrender. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, me no surrender. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, me no surrender. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, me no surrender. It's time for a change, gotta bounce up. The oppressor's about to get housed up. I'ma lay him out, execution style. Too late with apologetic claim. You wrapped in a cloak of flame. My God, it's overdue. Your time is to the end. Knocked out silent without sin. He put me on the bed with justice to win. The oppressor's about to get rolled down. With suppressors attached to the war zone. That brother honorable who sits at the pinnacle, who judges the hypocritical, cynical, and the pitiful sin. My thinking is critical. I'm just ventilating of the actions of the protected servers. Quick to pull the black flag and kill. Don't think any kind of skill. No, I'm ill of all citizens who have it to stand on the next when the caps get filled. Don't believe it, GC type. One hits close to home. You gotta act the bone when it got the dome. When it's on the song.
It's just a carrier holster.
I'm a giving the right, so you better be ready to ride tonight.
Yo, oh man, Dad, what's going on? What's happening? What's happening? Who else come up in here? Hey, Millennial, what's up, mama? Man, these flies are getting big. Must be the horse or deer fly. What's going on, guys? Grand Ascension. What's kind of what do you? What's happening? What's happening? Yo, absolutely, absolutely.
No weight lesser, drop the oppressor, no surrender. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser, drop the
oppressor, meet no surrender.
This world is such a, and when I say this world, I mean it. I don't mean in an ideal sense. I mean in every day, every little thing you do. It's such a gimme, gimme, gimme. Everybody back off. You know, everybody's like, you taught that from school, everywhere. Big business. You want to be successful? You want to be like Trump? Gimme, gimme, gimme. Push, 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 push. Step, step, step. Crush, crush, crush. That's how it all is. And it's like, nobody ever stopped.
Raspberry all on my man. I'm just getting covered. How am I getting covered in raspberries? Damn. It's like they're just popping up. They're just popping up on my face. That's pretty damn punctual, 8:30. What's going on? Huh? Yeah, on my stack, I had it right here as well. You know, I was over there messing with it. Probably when I was swatting flies and stuff, because I got to get a couple more bags or something. The tiki stuff is only for skeeters and stuff. It don't really affect the flies. Well, kind of. It kind of helps a little bit. Good morning there, little Fincher. How you doing? No, it's on top of my truck because the ants. Hold on, let me see something, y'all. The red ants, the ants are going crazy now. If I didn't put it there, it wouldn't be there for them, right? And in the beginning, they didn't bother with it. I'm gonna get it right into it. Let me move that so the birds can eat. Look, you still got your scouts out, huh? Stop running back and forth. You're looking kind of stupid. The food is gone. It is gone. Right up here, babies. You'll figure it out. Bird's eye view. I'm gonna build y'all a stand too, with that wood right there in the front of this thing. I'm gonna build y'all. Take a 2x4, mix a little concrete, a little mortar, and let it sit about an hour. Quick drying, and y'all have the ants climb up there, but y'all better get up there and eat. Yeah, the birds don't really like to be around the ants because they attack the feet. You know, there's some birds that eat them, you know, but they are coming by the hundreds, tens of 100,000. Little ones, black ones, red ones, they just grabbing. And so I blew it all off to the side, so they're going down the side, but they have trails. There's probably a network that's so big underground of these big, gigantic ant farm, I'm talking about, I guarantee you they're probably pretty friggin', they can get really big, really big. I mean big, like bigger than this house, like under the ground. Oh my goodness. For those who don't know, we used to do the ant farms, and then when the season changed and they take the teacher would take the queen or whatever out, and she used to pour the lead, in the chemistry, we had the little animals and stuff like that and dissect and all that shit, right? Pour the lead in there, and then she would let it cure, and it would come back the next day, and it would look like some future, like a star base, and she would show us that they've been doing this for a long time. These anthropologists, whatever the frick they're called, they would literally, after a major storm or drought or something like that, they would go and they would put molten, metals after they make sure everything's out, and they use a little scope, and then they would go in there and dig out this thing and brush it out, and this thing would be like a mini, like a small bus, or maybe even 5 or 6. That's how big, with chambers and like a network, like amazing. We copied that, just to let you know, and our stuff's still underground if they haven't closed it all off. That's how a lot of us, we lived. Unlike today, people want to chase the dollar, listen to foreign, the very people who are against them, because they smile in their face and they make them think they're okay and make them feel like they're well off. Sad position. But I'm going to talk about a few things today. I want to bring up a couple of articles, because I need y'all to really look at. I don't want you to process it and make yourself or convince yourself to be in the delirium of it, but I want you to see that you're really in dire straits. It doesn't mean that something else might not happen. It doesn't matter what my dreams say. I am talking about right now, because most of you, 90-something% of you're just not ready. You're just not. And I know you're comfortable. And it's terrible to be comfortable and believe. And I know a lot of you don't believe in it because you realize this is not your government. They got people listening. They'll never be the ones at the top because they need the actors to go on, not have no kind of morals, and not do a JFK thing. So they need them to be the weak little monkeys they are. Okay, and I could dig it. I would do the same thing. Cuticle. If that was, how I was listening. I'm living and part of that listening structure. I meant to put for the thumbnail, because I'm not big into titles. I don't really care. You come in, you sit down, you may get something, you may not get nothing. You have mega and ultra rich. You have rich. Like my daughter, she's really up there though, well over a few hundred million, like well over. And that's a symptom. But when you get into the mega and the ultra rich, you get into the disease perspective. At any, it's like UAE, which call it United Arab Emirates, right? UAE, right? Those pool parties are real. I actually talked to a homie who had a cousin, went over there, did the little Kim body, stuff down in South America. Got herself situated, met the right people and crowd. She had a couple million. She had a storefront, lace wigs and all that. New York. And you'd be surprised how many women in New York and California, and I go over there to get pooped on and pooped on their face and peed, all kind of this. I don't want to get to, because then, it goes off of what I'm attempting to reach out and do. Katrina, more and more is coming out about it, even though those of us who were in at the time, who know what happened, they kept us from taking our rifles and going there and fighting against these racist cops and some of the EMT and fire department that were riding around with shotguns shooting people. Yeah, some people got over, and that's why I stopped, because some people got over there and engaged them. A lot of people don't know this stuff, because I got family over there, and but they were outside of the where the Army Corps engineers, contractors for the CIA went and blew up. Yeah, they blew it up. They did that on purpose. And so I wanted to be part of those groups. And it was a whole bunch. We did in a secret, a whole bunch of guys get together with other people, civilians, militias, melanated militias. We were the original militias. If you don't know, I got a couple of books on it. I'll dig them out one day and I'll read you the reality of the militias. It started with us, just like us being the cowboys. It's all factual. It's documented even over in Germany and UK, unless they change it, because the Zionists control all the countries. Well, they make sure that all the people are pretty stupid. They went down there and they started engaging these bastards and shooting at them. And that's why they had to bring the National Guard in, because the government, the racists in the government realized, oh shit, people are literally fighting back. This is our history. You know, a lot of us get to a point where we don't tolerate it. That's like the people warning these sheriffs, these racist sheriffs who thinking they're to smile on everybody's face, while behind the scenes, they're overly policing our communities and creating this stigma, oh, the man, when it's only less than 1% who are the criminals. And they're being warned that it's getting to a tempo. And that's why you have people like Izzy and a number of other police officers who are realizing they didn't see it. When you're inside, you do the job you do. You know what I'm saying? But there's other things that come with it. And it's a really ugly thing. And now a lot of people starting to realize this because there's a bunch of cops who know they're autochthonous, they're indigenous to this land. They're not no Moors. Regardless of what religion, we're not going to cover, because I don't want to dismiss anybody's religion. Because I know that if you really get into practicing, if you have a deeper understanding of our story laid out for everybody else to prolificate in, like all other stuff they cosplay in us, all of it. When they say, what's your culture? You're living my culture. Everyone around the world, whether it be music, hip hop, jazz, the banjo, they tried to say it was West Africa. That's gourd. The gourd is South American. The strings, that you can't, the animals they didn't even have when we was making the strings for the banjo, and bluegrass was ours before they Christian identity stole the land and started playing the music that we entertain them with. You either know or you don't know. So they, you know, I really wanted to be part of it. You know, I had my little fully automatic M16 and I had like 20 mags and I was like ready, you know. Some guys had grenades and we were like supposed to be cashed up, you know, cashed out about 5 or 6 of them a piece, you know, grenades. 2 phosphorus and the other ones, you know, pineapple grenades, you know. I really wanted to be part of that. I didn't care about the military at the time. I was just like, because, you know, I really wanted to be a foreign legionnaire. I wanted to, you know what I mean? I got tired of being around all the perversions running around on my land. I just didn't, you know, and all the ignorant ass melanated so-called black folk. And I just wanted to go away. And I said, you know what? I can give my allegiance to, the French really did good by us, man. For those who know and don't know, regardless of the mass executions and beheadings of a lot of our indigenous people in France is well hidden by the fake ass religious doctrines over there and the fake ass government married to men and all that other perverted shit they do. And what does that got to do with what I'm talking about? Well, there's a number of things that I want to discuss, you know, because you can get very comfortable with fiat. And our people are just the greediest, dumbest son of bitches I've ever seen. They're greedy. Oh, and that wasn't Carrie. That was what's the name who donated that. My apologies. But to the sisters who done, you know, it doesn't matter who. I appreciate y'all, like, you know, because whether it's $1, whether it's $2, you know, like I said, it's gonna help. You know what I mean? Stop, guys. God dog, man. They're just bugging. Well, Sienna, I don't need to look it up. I was going to look you up, but the AI wants to be retarded because, you know, it's as smart as its programmers, to which they are not intelligent or smart at all with the fake IQ system and all the other shit. They're dumb. You know what I mean? So, and the AI is going to operate just as dumb. Stupid. All right? So I have a few things. Let me pull it up before I read it, okay? And some of you know that I still, all the time, I study law. Their law, which is dumber than a motherfucker. Their lingo and language, which is comical to say the least. And it shows the disparity. You know, when you get to a certain place, make a certain money, you go to parties and stuff, cigars, blah, blah, whiskey, rye, you know, and talking about this, that, and you're looking at everybody in a negative connotation, never to uplift and bring people to a better place. This is what we're dealing with. But I just want, if the idiot comes around, I want them to hear this. You know, when it gets to anti-discrimination laws, hiring foreign workers, preventing exploitation, hiring documented people, all that kind of stuff. That's one thing, right? Hold on. I mean, I'm not going to share everything on here because if he's listening, he's going to probably run back. They're probably like, yeah, as long as you pay us, we can deal with this. No, they can't. First of all, working in common law and performing civil, you cannot do one and the same. And a law firm can sit there and practice saying they're doing something based on common law, even if it's the country over. And the 3 real common law, they're off land. I don't care what they say they're here, but that's why I say court and all that is a gimmick. All right. And if they're sitting there acting in common but want to move in civil, it doesn't matter if they can't mix it. It's just this stuff is right there laid out. If you want to go to AI overview, if you want to go Black's Law Dictionary, the thing is, when you get into a breach of contract, an agreement, formal or whatever, it's solid, especially with your doctrines. You can't just go against it because you feel some kind of way because somebody cursed your ass out because you were acting like an asshole. And I think a pervert, and probably didn't get his way. Yeah, I think he thought we was gonna come here and he was gonna fleece us or some shit. I'm like, we would have built up a community. He'd have had more money than he could ever imagine. But see, stupidity is not longevity. You dig what I'm saying? And you see it with Trump signing in. Y'all about to be digital currency, motherfuckers doing tax, all this goofy shit, and that's because a lot of y'all still don't get it. You're still trying to hold on to something like you Rockefeller's dumbass grannies. Let me remember money, you know, like it means something, you know, and it's all stolen from us. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of y'all just ain't gonna get it. Is this hornet really on my shoe like that? This mug is really on my shoe, just sitting there. Y'all think I'm playing? Y'all think I was talking about joking when I'm talking about bugs, huh? You think I'm playing? I know, because you're not here. You don't see it. It's sleep. It's sleeping on my shoe. You think I'm playing? I know y'all don't want to believe me because it's hard. You can't fathom anything else. And the dumb trolls and everything else, they move in a way that is so inconsiderate of self. And it really doesn't matter. All right, it's alive. It's awake. You want some agua, papa? You want some sugar? I might have something. I'll tell you what. Oh, it flew off. I was going to give it some sugar. I got a sarsaparilla. I like them, even though it's high fructose corn syrup. Every once in a while, I like, because it's hard to find sarsaparilla over here unless I go to Texas or Louisiana. I think Texas. Yeah, it was just chilling, man. I love it. You ought to seen the big ass. I don't know where it came from because they don't have them out here. Big ass muffin. It's sitting on my shoulder this morning. Look, man. Yeah, I'm not drinking it right now. That's crazy. But they're building a little home right there. I always leave water so they can. It's mud dubbers, we call them in Florida. So they have all the mud to build it as big as they want. But anyway, you have a breach of contract. You have damages and lawful detainer if they hold stuff. But the beautiful thing about what can be done, and when I said I could sue, it's in 5 different things here. And I'm putting it out. Now that you're watching, I'm going to sue you. So ride on your horse, go share that with them unless they're watching, whoever, it doesn't matter. And I pulled up a plethora of other information. This is and what actually applies, especially to untaxable. The fact that I bought this stuff, they couldn't charge me taxes. They made one phone call, somebody actually knew. Now, when most of these stores and stuff, like when I go on to say, I'm not paying no goddamn tax here. When they got tax on the food, I'm not doing it. And then my boy goes, oh, and then they do something, I don't pay the tax. You know, I'm not here to say go do the stuff if you don't know what you're doing. Sometimes you just got to bite the bullet and you pay it anyway because the dollar's worthless. Y'all give it meaning, and I could dig that. All right, I could dig that. All right. Well, why am I talking about that? Well, how many of y'all know about Tanya Walker? It's a big thing. She's not the only one. Okay, she is not the only one. There are many faces, many fake ethnicities, colors, or whatever you want to call it. Many in Sacramento, right? Y'all heard about that, and and I think the name of that damn you can look at who owns it, who controls it, and all that other stuff. All right, but this is really disgusting, and this is recent. This was published I think July 25th. All right, so 2025. Hospitals accused of hiding deaths, storing bodies for months, and not telling families. Now, we're talking about Dignity Health, okay, at the center of multiple lawsuits. And how do they get to this point? Let's look at the one about Tanya. You can look at all the other ones if you choose to, okay? I just want to bring it up because I find it, and then, you know, that all the goofy ass law term allegations. If that was properly respected and in use, you wouldn't have dumbass police who don't know the goddamn law running around doing dumb shit and under duress. That means threatening you with hostage, being a hostage, and putting you behind bars with their death cuffs on illegally. Especially these new cops are just some of the dumbest son of bitches I've ever seen and the most emotionally unstable and broken, you know? You would think that they would perform their duties a lot better. Like that one person that killed the whole pale skin family. Damn, they got him alive. Ain't that something? But a brother sitting in the car, a young Spanish dude getting shot by some greases, fat, can't run, probably studied a little Brazilian jiu-jitsu, but they want to study our martial arts and everything. But these motherfuckers, their brains are gone, you know? But let's go ahead and read this, man, because this is pretty fucked up. I was going to let y'all listen to it, or you can pull it up. But I like getting into it. You know, when you get to the Sacramento County Hospital, donated organs without consent after patient steps. In order to donate organs, there's a reason why they didn't let it. They hide the bodies because you still got to be alive. You cannot get a heart, a lung, you cannot get that from a dead carcass. The body has to still be pumping blood in the lowest form. And when they say we're calling it time of death, that's them giving it. I'm telling you something, y'all. Okay? It's murder. So others may live. You know, the mega rich. You know, I look at C.T. Fletcher, he got that heart from that young lady, right? And he has some money. He's been doing what he's doing, making some ends and everything, you know. Kelly, right? But I know he doesn't know that. And it's disturbing. It's millions because of the toxicity, the chemicals in the water, all the poison, the plaque in the arteries, the PFAS, by the very bastards who give you this is their solution. You know, butchery and death. It's just over and over and over, right? But the family of a Sacramento County woman has filed a civil lawsuit this week against Dignity Health and the off-site morgue. The off-site morgue it contracts with to store human remains after patient deaths at its hospitals. Now, KCRA 3, right, investigates exclusively revealed last week that the Sacramento County Sheriff's Office spent months looking into the disappearance of Tanya Walker. Disappearance. I met a man at Safeway 2 days ago. The Marines were out. Remember, I always donate like $4 or $5 to them, you know, and chat with them for like 20, 30 minutes. But I was talking to Dan's wife. You know, Dan had the surgery. God, we like me and Chi and everything. And he was sitting there, and I went ahead and got some sourdough and some turkey because I still like my turkey. Anyway, me and this other gentleman was having a side conversation, and he says, "Oh man," and this guy right here. He had the veteran hat on. He was Vietnam, Korean War. He says his friend's brother passed away at this old folks' home. They can't find the body. So I remember the Tanya story, and I was saying, you know, this is becoming very perverse. And you remember all those in New York, Cali, the Jews that were being locked up. These fake ass wearing the fringe Jews that are working body parts. It's a lot of money, y'all. All right. Dude, I am not dirty. I don't stink. What the fuck is with these goddamn flies? I mean, y'all wanted to sit down, huh? 1 and 2 fly. Okay. I'm going to get the zapper out here. All right. So I was sitting there and I pointed at him. I says, you know what? You really got to get with individuals who are really going to want to help because we're in a time when so many people have been reached that are corrupt. And the corruption is going to be utilized. It's going to be utilized against you and everything else you can imagine. But anyway, flies I'm about to get pissed off. And I got sweet stuff around me, so what you expect? Anyway, the third missing persons case now linked to a Dignity Health hospital and its backlog of human remains. A new lawsuit in Sacramento County Superior Court alleges that not only did Dignity Health failed to notify Walker's family after she passed away, but it also claims Dignity donated Walker's organs without permission. Tanya Walker's death, a 51-year-old, obviously you know where the probably was from. Walker died at Dignity Health Mercy General Hospital on November 2nd, 2023. However, the family claims the hospital never notified them and failed to issue a death certificate within 8 days as required by California law. Instead, the death certificate, California is fucked up. I mean, look at how many Mexican police are running around there that got links to all the perversions and the Indian reservations that they're using it. Nothing against the cartels. I am pointing out something that might be, you know what I mean? Nothing against anybody because it's the shit, but it's my land, goddammit. Right? But anyway. New lawsuit, blah, blah, no, without permission. A 51-year-old Walker died at Dignity Health's Mercy General Hospital, November 2nd, 2023. However, the family claims the hospital never notified them and failed to issue a death certificate within 8 days, as required by California law. Instead, the death certificate shows it was signed about 5 months after Walker's death. And in that time, the family and Sacramento County detectives have been searching for Miss Walker. Now, they need to be held to task for the absolute nightmare that families are living who do not know if their family members are dead or alive, said Rachel Fysett, the attorney representing the Walker family in the lawsuit. Now, KCRA3 has previously revealed that Dignity Health had a backlog of dozens of bodies, patients kept at a morgue without any public record of their death. In some cases, for years, even though California law requires a death certificate within just 8 days. You see, I told you it's a disease, and these motherfuckers ain't even rich. All right. This case appears to be a callous disregard for Dignity's patients and their families, Fisk said. These small acts of simply following the law, filling out a timely death certificate, notifying families, that is all that it takes. Now, for this extreme grief not to have happened, to these families. Now, conditions on Walker's remains. Check this out. After learning of Walker's death, her sisters went to view the body at an off-site morgue to confirm that it was, in fact, her. They didn't recommend for us to view her body, but because we went through so much and people told us so many lies about everything that happened to her, we were just like we wanted to see it anyway, said Walker's sister, Kalia Zachariah. The family said it appeared Walker's eyes and skin were surgically removed from her body. This is sister now. We identified her through the tattoo on her arm. Her body was in... We stop AI, you retarded fuck! Excuse my languages, I'm sorry, I didn't want to do all that. But the AI is retarded, skip up and down and all this other dumb stuff. I can't stand this Brokeback Mountain machine. Anyway, I actually got feelings. Anyway, we identified her through the tattoo on her arm. Her body was in the worst condition you can imagine. Her face looked like someone put battery acid all on her face, said Walker's other sister, Adele Morris. If this is a little too much, just mute it or whatever, okay? The lawsuit actually alleges that Dignity unilaterally made the decision to make Miss Walker an organ donor. Wow. And then without any permission whatsoever, harvested Miss Walker's eyes and tissue and cremations only. While this is the third family KCRA3 investigates was uncovered that filed a lawsuit against Dignity Health over allegations of failed death notifications and delayed deaths certificates. It is the first to also sue the off-site morgue that Dignity has been contracting with to store bodies for months or years at a time after patients' deaths. It is more commonly known as cremations only, but the official business name cited in the lawsuit is Mortuary Support Services of Northern California. It lists Michelle Robert Lofton as the owner. Michelle Robert Lofton. Now, I did it on my phone, so I'm going to do it over here, okay? Let's see, tap in. Let's see, look it up. Make sure I got the right thing. I had to type just to make sure. I couldn't pull it up like the history going. Sacramento County, California records, and oh, here they go with this dumb stuff. They know exactly. I guess see, they always like it pull up all the information, but they want to hide what she looks like. And this is what I say. I don't respect. I don't respect their system. It's bull. They can lock innocent people up based on people's false testimonies. They have red flag laws, all this other goofy stuff, but they want to hide people who do the most because they're part of the problem. Yes, your judges, your courts, all that. So let me tap over here. Now that put the woman who was murdered, the sister. But now you talk about the individual who owned the morgue. They'll never put it up, man. You see what I'm saying? Unless it goes to court and then they show a face and then everybody's like, oh my goodness. They have workers and stuff. They look foreign as hell too. You can pull it up and search it for yourself. Okay, guys? Just pull it up for yourselves, okay? Okay, here we go. These flies are bugging me out. These flies have been, hey, look, over here in Benson where I'm at, even at the stores, y'all, these flies are, even they're saying something ain't right. They're saying the flies, I think, besides mosquitoes, I think the flies is doing something to me because, you know, they poo and they eat and they liquefy and regurgitate. And yeah, so I think the flies may be part of this damn get you with a disease damn thing. All right, so let me pull it back up. My apologies. Let me get back down here. So that's the cremations only, right? It also states that a permit is required by law to store a body for more than 8 calendar days, but that the company had held Walker's body for 5.5 months before finally obtaining a permit. Now, attorneys for Lofton and Mortuary Support Services of Northern California, since KCRI3 investigates the following statement. Miss Mitri, obviously this is a very unfortunate situation. However, our client, Mortuary Support Services of Northern California, disputes that it has any liabilities in this matter, and we intend to rigorously defend any claims against whoever, as this matter is now in litigation. We cannot comment further. Thank you for providing an opportunity to respond. Danke. No, let me stop. But then this has history of backlog and oversight, which is just, you can't make this up. Okay? And you would think that this stuff would be important. Then fleecing men with their pants sagging off their butt. Because you got to find out who's got a drug and stuff, because you're not a detective. You don't know how to do good detective work and all the other things that come. You have serial killers, people out here, a lot of them truckers still performing. Yeah, I'm serious. You have racists on the police department hiding behind a costume, lynching people. That's why I say it's all a bunch of hypocritical bullcrap based on this idea of make America great. We the people, 1776. Look at me. You know what I'm saying? What is that? Feminine ass shit. Anyway, now the other one that I wanted to get into, okay? Kane, what's going on? Johnson, organ harvest and abortion. Yeah. What's going on, brother? Let me get into this one right here. All right, what's going on? Now, this one I want y'all to look at. Deb, I got you right. Tom was on it. Giving you some sugar. Well, I mean, come on, man. You know, mama. This one right here, this one right here is it kind of pisses me off. Let me scroll over and pull it up without. Damn. Secretive eviction. I got so much information, y'all. Oh, I'm gonna have a good time. I'm gonna let things ride through, so that way I can go ahead and, subpoena and this, that, and the other, and they can settle whatever, but they'll be settling with me. I don't need some Esquire attorney to do nothing, goddamn thing for me, y'all. Like I said, I know how to get all my damn trust. I know I do it all, but I'm not bothered by it. I don't care about it. There's a difference. But when you cross the line of betrayal, and you do it like that without thinking the outcome? No, man. I could have been one of them real dirty ones. I got a lot of people that's pissed off, but what you gonna do? You're gonna have to grow stuff. Some people be like, oh man, he better not step off. No, we don't do like that. So, but he moved. He done some really stupid shit. Just pathetic. You know, people think they're smart because they research stuff. He's not as smart as he think he is. And I've pulled up so much more stuff. This is like, if you study law and you know what you're looking for and you know what things happen in certain places, you just know what to look for. And you know how this so-called damn attorneys who are greedy and they have a bunch of dumb people around them, drugs and everything else. Sometimes you gotta remember that it's not the whole fucking world. You know what I'm saying? And they don't think about that. Okay. Because anyway, the situation could be described as an illegal eviction or wrongful eviction. The specifics, even if you do everything based on something correct, that's why I say common law is what most of the country moves on. But when it gets into civil affairs or civil liberties or rather civil whatever, I'm not a fucking civilian. I'm not a citizen. See, there's a fine line. And I'm not going to argue it to prove it to fucking monkeys who don't matter. I'm going to lay it, and then when I make a phone call or I send a paper off for my time at going to the UN or my I can't put everything out, but you better believe the motherfuckers will fold. I don't care if they want to put poker faces, and because see with them, they got to see something. That's how stupid they are. All right? Back off. And I'll call everybody and their mama goddamn name. I don't care. All right, let me pull this up. Okay. All right. Right. I don't want to see that goofy. How they gonna pull that up? That's not what I was looking for. Yeah. Come on, guys. Y'all being annoying as fuck. So in this AI overview, I'm just going to use the AI overview because it's funny. If y'all know this individual, let me pull him up right quick. I'm going to read his name off as it should be, right? My nose itching like a mug. Okay, all right. No. Right. My boy doing it, man. He got the Gundy's Award too. Okay. Gotcha. Nasty bastard. That's what's up. I didn't even know that. I'm not doing all that dumb shit. Anyway, a lot of y'all don't know Jared Yanis. I think is his name, right? Guns and Gadgets on YouTube. For those who follow, for the 2A community, he was a police officer. And he's been doing it for a long time. He's got some great investments, blackout, which called Rifle Coffee and all that kind of stuff. And somebody sent me the video. They said, Reg, you know about this? And I was like, of course. I was talking about this months ago. And I think some of y'all might remember. He came up, and let me see if I can pull it up. Because I didn't pull it up on YouTube. Let me see if I can pull it up on YouTube. Because I haven't watched him in a little bit. All right? Seriously, I haven't. So, let me see if I can pull him up. Black Scout Survival. There's a number of individuals. I think Tom Grieve, the gun law, whatever. You know, I belong to some of those other, you know, that really protect you, other than USCCA, that did the sister wrong with they racist bullshit. Yeah, I pulled out a USCCA real friggin' quick, man. I was like, when I saw that, I said, here we go with some more dumbass peckerwoods. I have no respect for them, y'all. I don't have no respect for goofy ass racists. Excuse my French, and let my French excuse you. I really don't. Okay. All right. So let's view all. Pull it up. because they sent it to me. I clicked on it so I could say I saved it later. Okay, that's what we'll see. These flies are going freaking retarded, man. They really are. All right, guns and gadgets, guns and gadgets. Let's put guns and gadgets. Where you at? Giannis, where you at? I doze off and sometimes it just plays and there's a whole bunch of crap. It's just what it is. When I get up, you know what I mean? So, right. Yeah, Jimmy Dore, I like him. He's a comedian. He's going hard after these Zionists, and there's a few of them, if you know what I mean. Let me type in guns and gadgets because I saved it and I don't see it. These flies are driving me crazy. Not driving me crazy, but you know. All right. They're having a ball. So the Republic, and this was 21 hours ago, the Republic is on life support. Democrats arming illegal alien cops. Now we know in the liberal cities is where it's been happening, whether it be Chicago, New York. I pointed out the fact that I've witnessed personally Chinese police officers who couldn't even speak English. Right now we got the highest level, and why I'm pissed off, and this ain't nothing against my Spanish speaking brothers and sisters, but some of y'all ain't pissed off because y'all see it. Like Florida, with these worthless ass Cuban niggas all on steroids trying to get some of the brothers and sisters, get them out. Like, this supposed to take over our fucking land. And this is by way of the Vatican. That's why you don't hear nothing from the Pope. They all play with this. They're all Zionists. They all work together. California, I ain't never seen as many Mexicans on the goddamn police department, just like the idiots running around playing white boy down there and lower Phoenix and all other places. Me, West Side, a lot of us talk about this. And the fact that they don't even know law. But what about the ones you can see that their appetite is ignorance? There's others too. There's a lot of Africans. You know that one that was in Florida, deputy sheriff in Jacksonville, they fired him. And they're making it so he can't get rehired. And that's why I keep telling all these so-called black ass motherfuckers in costume, they'll persecute you. Donnery, right? The one that was running. Remember the ex-Navy officer, tactical guy? He was blowing a whistle. He was trying to stop corruption. And what they do? Orange County, all in place, they got all the races to go out and hunt this brother down. Or was that East Coast? Whatever. Y'all know what I'm talking about. What about the stuff you don't hear about, where there's no cameras? That probably are, but the FBI's behind it. This because we got some good guys working in there. The bad guys are the ones going. I mean, we just got one FBI guy. I think he's getting sentenced to 15 years, right? What's one? When you have a whole slew of them. They were always established by a nigga too. Yeah, that faggot. You know, that mulatto looking, right? Whitewash. I tell you, there's a lot of peckerwoods running around who are niggas. Anyway, now I'm being very disrespectful when I say that. Balance. Take it easy. Yeah, Hoover. I mean, Jacob, whatever fuck faggot name is, but y'all know who I'm talking about, right? And you see it. Y'all all see it. But I am grateful to say this. I am so grateful that there are, and I'm not big on these African American, because you know, Pan, when you say Pan, like Pan African or Pan American, Pan is a demon, is a jinn. Do y'all know that? I'm asking because I think somebody wants to know. Do y'all know that Pan is a demon? I need to take a sip of that. Do y'all know that? Do y'all know that Pan is a demon? No, in the substance of how it's used for Pan-African, Pan-American, all this dumb shit. Pan. I don't know why motherfuckers want to say Pan anything. I hate the term American. I really do. It's not official. It's official for them. Keep y'all running around in stupidity. If you was to go make a live, right, and you put in America, it comes up America, right? What's funny is you put up Egypt, it comes up Egypt. You put in Tartary, it pulls out Florida, a few other places, Latin America, you know, what we call Latin America. It's not Latin America, but they speak more or less, right? Could it be the original Latin? Actually, it has nothing to do with Spanish, right? and you put in Judah, it comes up Judah. Nothing else. And more. I was just wondering if any of y'all knew that. Yeah. So whenever you see Umar talking about he's a I guess he has to pay his debt now for his soul. Pan-African. That's like goofy ass black think tank, Dr. Richie and Roland stupid ass Martin walking around with his little Omega Phi side like you don't even know what the fuck he's representing and why he's so stuck in the purgatorious deception talking about he's from Haiti. Haiti wouldn't have nothing to do with that goddamn Bati boy. And I know he wouldn't debate me because I eat his ass up when we start pushing black. I'd be like, if you don't get the fuck away from me, fat ass, greasy, pork chop eating motherfucker. Anyway, excuse me. Well, I got some good jokes I've been writing too. On these some bitches. Damn, that was good. But I'm not gonna give a whole lot of stuff because I think I'm well worth my weight and information. Yet this stuff is all researchable, and because I pulled out Tanya, there are other institutions and places where this has been going on, like Ohio in the 80s, stealing women's uteruses, going in there for a knee replacement or get an arm reset and being put under because of pain and waking up and they don't have a uterus. Vietnam veterans all of a sudden getting their spleens taken out, makes them less effective. Yeah. Stealing kidneys, take one because the other one's good. That's fresh. You're alive. It can be transported and put right up into its recipient. Ain't that something? How about the children where these bastard ass new age 20-year-old worthless ass fake teachers are putting those sleepy time badges on them that are fucking the children up? How about when in the 90s when we was going up and they started coming with that Ritalin because they didn't like the fact that you had natural energy the way a child's supposed to? And you know how many people they fucked up with Ritalin? Who was behind that? Did y'all even think about some of you were on that crap? And so your dysfunctional drug addictions, this, that, and the other, are played by your parent, your mammy, and your pappy failing you. I'm not saying to go cussing your mammy and pappy because something got them there too. Okay? I am saying how the greater of the system was created to always deny you, to persecute, and then to destroy you. That's not balance. That's some pussy shit. Okay. Yeah, they got. Let me see if I can pull. I don't have videos or nothing. But let me see if I can pull up that shit. I know because I got a lot of teachers and shit in my family. I know a lot of women that taught and worked at libraries. Oh, 3 words. You can still buy these motherfuckers. Nap, pat, sleepy patch, bedtime. Sleep patch for kids. Mommy's blessed. Kids sleep patch. What the fuck? Amazon. But they don't want to sell our Confederate flag. These punk faggots. So you know who controls it. I'm not lying, y'all. Y'all got to look. Hey, man, put it in, man. I mean, sleepy time patches for kids. God damn. It's making them not focus, have the symptoms of ADHD, fucking outbursts. And they're still selling this shit. And what make a teacher think that she could take them and put them on your children? On your children. Those young sentient lives. I bet the bitch think it's all right to have abortions too. It's a woman's right. Well, women ain't too smart when it comes to rights, and women shouldn't be making that kind of goddamn decision. Even if you got rape. You know how many of these motherfuckers come from rape? These politicians of yours? Okay, that might be a good excuse. But no, That's because they take them and put them in the jungles, Brazil and all that, and they raise them up and they nurture them with all these little fake ass monks and Zionist rabbis around them, and then they come like Obama. That's how he was done. Clinton's all them nasty motherfuckers, and then they bring them here and they put them in Yale and Harvard. They push them through. They put them in 322, go and call all that shit, and then you stupid sons of bitches vote for these worthless little weak ass monkeys. Oh wait, did I just spill a cup of tea? I got shorts on. I got to be careful. Let me see who else all up in here. I appreciate people who actually come in and talk. You know what I'm saying? Oh, text. Grand Rise up Picosa 773. What's happening? What's happening, Picasso? What's happening? Something in your beard, big bro. Yeah, I got it, brother. You thought it was a red booger or something? My mustache, shit was on my eye. I got it, brother. The skiers and flies. What was that? We've been burning a little lighter fluid in coffee. Oh, wow. Okay. That sounds pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Got the thumb. We got, okay. Right. We got Picasso. There. Oh, yeah, for sure. Ultra Instinct had a hummingbird floating there from up. Yo, me? When I was in Page, I used to get them to land on my finger with a little cap with sugar water. And they would and then they would flap, and I just take my hand out, and all the time. I protected two being raised right by me. I used to stand right up under them and everything until they both flew away. Because they make some strong, awesome little nests, but they sit right on top. Like, we're gonna fall out when the wind comes, but they don't. You know what I'm saying? I got a crap ton of insects in the backyard trees. It's crazy. Love you too, Millennial. Stripping bodies of melanin and yo, Ultra, what? That's what I'm trying. And yo, is that crazy? It's like, what the heck? I mean, come on, man. It's crazy. It's good to see you, Kane. Big respect, family. Check out this channel, Subtle Infinity. You would appreciate that info on his mixtapes. All right. What's he said? It said, is it on YouTube, cuz, or is it just he has is he streaming and stuff? SoundCloud and all that? Let me type that in. Subtle Infinity? Okay. I'm gonna check it out probably on YouTube. Okay. Girl met Miss Missiles. So that's saying something else though. They bugging. They always bugging. Okay, Southern Mixtape 45. Let me see what the hell's going on, man.
You have two selves. You have the self that you think you are.
I don't want no copyrights. All right, I'm gonna check them out. All right, appreciate that, fam. You know me, I get right on them when people suggest something. Why do all the deadly things want to fly around me, and why do all the little things fly around me when they want to die? What the fuck is going on? I'm just playing. I know why. Yeah. Oh, I'm peeped that. Kane Johnson's good to have you. What's up, beloved? They got roving mosquitoes, so they got whatever bug they want to make. Oh, I don't doubt anything now these days. Abortion go hand in hand. Yes, Kane. Hell yeah. Facts it do. MAGA, Maggie, Mage, Magic. You got to see through the bullshit. Absolutely. Come on. And MAGA don't mean make America great again, y'all. Just letting you know. Yeah, they on some wannabe shit, and they make shit up. And Bonilla, it's good to have you in here, beloved. Buenos dias, mi amigo. Judah, Utah. I'm just saying, when you put in, whenever you type something location, if they need it to be where it's supposed to be at, it'll be something else, like, you know, like Utah, George Lake or some shit like that. But you put in Judah, it just comes up Judah. Like, you put it, just come up with some names and type them in a location and see what you pull up. It's mind-boggling. Well, not for me, but I mean, I do it all the time when I put on location. Every time I do a video, I put something different. I put Egypt, Judah, I put America, I put all this. I put all kind of shit in. Nobody ever really looks or pays attention, you know? I told him I'll never let them stick me with nothing. Oh, hell no. Never. I'm supposed to be doing it in the damn first place. Knew a girl who had her father's baby. Felt so fucking bad for her. I know, man. It's messed up. But you know what? Like, I know that there are like 4 Arab countries where the majority of people, over 50 to 60%, is incest. Even some Asian communities. It's bad, you know. Yeah. Get you one of them little caps, man. Get you like some cane sugar or something, a little water. You want them mostly sugar because you know they need that. And hold it up. They can smell that shit too. And they little tongue come out. Them motherfuckers hit that shit so fast. I'll be like, man, just don't hit me with that goddamn needle ass tongue, motherfucker. It wouldn't hurt because sometimes they hit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I got it now. I got it, fam. Blah, blah. So yeah, I'll peep it out for sure. Absolutely. Just saw the Sleepy Kid patch. Is it crazy? Is that crazy? These teachers have been literally giving it to the children over a period of time, and it's been fucking the kids up, man. There is nothing natural. It's like melatonin, right? I keep telling y'all don't take over-the-counter melatonin. It fuck you up. And they still pushing that shit. Most of the vitamins and minerals, they're synthetic when they should be coming from plants and fruit pectin and like freeze dried and stuff like that and kept in a certain storage and at a certain temperature, 50 something Celsius, that when you purchase it, when you open it, you got, the little shit they put in the pills to keep it, what you call it, packs. That's just toxin and poison, man, with the silica and all that. These motherfuckers have been hitting everybody 151 ways to Sunday, and nobody's giving it a thought because it's convenient. What I say months ago about convenience. People do dumb shit because it's convenient. Convenient to what? Further stupidity and purgatory? You can't make this stuff up, man. It's pretty messed up, I mean, it is what it is, right? It's pretty fucked up. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead, put this on charge for about 20, 30 minutes. I just drank my little juice. I'm going to sit back, let that hit up a little bit. Give me a little chew. Come out here. I started screwing things together. We're going to cut the other side. I want to go ahead and start putting the plywood up under the front bed. Get that piece under the part. I got to change the 2x4. And I really want to be out here today, no matter how hot it gets. I want to get a piece of plywood up on the roof. Yeah, go on straight across. Get that door cut out by the 2x4. I'm really looking at it because 2x4 is kind of big, but it'd be a nice, good door. But on the deck, I'm gonna have to cut out a little more and bring it in. Or I'll have what's called a hanging door. A door that kind of comes out from the which is not a problem. Excuse me. But we're gonna knock it in. All right. So I really, really want to get on that. So I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. Y'all know my Cashapp, man. If you don't, I'm going to put it up on the motherfucker. If you want to donate. Now, I'm going to listen to that, man. So I subscribe to Sub to End if it got 15,000, so. Wow. Cops discover horrific secret hidden in baby's throat. I don't want to see that shit because that make me want to go after somebody. No, I ain't trying to go after nobody, man, right now. So, you know what I'm saying? This thing's staying on pretty long. That's crazy. It's crazy. I should have put a damn goal in, man. You know what I mean? I might put one in some other time, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't like doing all that kind of stuff, which is, it's all right. I mean, I don't knock it. I might try it. But I just want to see balance, man. I want to see balance. When I see balance, yeah, then the next, whatever needs to happen is going to happen, right? When balance, and there's no balance yet. None. All right. But anyway. Oh, what was that? Oh, I appreciate you guys. Oh, damn. Undamn believable. Y'all retarded, man. Just saw the sleepy kid patch just sad. Anyway, I appreciate y'all. You know what I mean? I hope so, brother. I truly do. I think that's the only thing I can say I have hope for. I like that. Let's see. All right. So I'll see you guys here shortly, and we're going to get to work in. I decided to put on all black today, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to bop this thing out, man. I'm going to get that stuff on, get that stuff screwed up top. So today's going to be just screwing, drilling, prop, 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 just getting it done, y'all. You know what I mean? See you guys in a little bit.